Because our average viewer demographic is between 18 and 35, let's say for the average man under 40 years old, what would the perfect collection look like?
How many watches and what's the money?
Let's just say, I mean, it's no money aside, amount of watches aside, just what would you say they should consider when curating their collection?
Rolex Submariner as a sports watch, for sure, hands down. Or even a Rolex GMT. I think a Rolex GMT is the most functional movement or functional watch out there. And I use that every day. Right? For me, if I travel, Rolex GMT. I would say Submariner is just more because it's iconic. But like there are days in my life that I'm not at like 1,000 feet underwater. Like, I mean, a Rolex GMT is properly functional because you can read multiple time zones. I think a chronograph is vital. Omega Speedmaster. It's an incredible story with that because that watch was like, it saved lives, that watch. Like, and it wasn't even meant to go to space, but it saved lives. The famous 14 seconds Apollo 11. Or was it Apollo 12? Apollo 11. I think that's really important. I think dress, right? And if there's no budget, and if I can do whatever the hell I want, 6119, I think it's one of the most cleanest dials. The reason why I said 6119 is exactly the same case, but it's exactly the same case.
To prescribe for an average viewer out there, because I would say our average viewer would probably not be, multiple Rolexes or multiple.
So that's why it's like budget.
So I just a practical,
maybe under $15,000.
Under $15,000 for watches. I think a Speedmaster has to be in that collection. A GMT watch with, in this case, the Tudor Black Bay Pro would be an incredible watch because it's very affordable. Affordable is a relative term, but it's very accessible. And you have a GMT function and it has the incredible heritage. Speedmaster, like I mentioned, because it's so important and it's really, really cool. And as a dress watch, I would say, this is actually mad that I'm going to say that. A pre-owned 𝗖𝗢𝗡, because 𝗖𝗢𝗡 is one of the only big watch brands that makes everything themselves, everything themselves. Like every aspect of the watch is made by them. And I love that. And you can pick them up for like 60% of the retail price. You can buy an unbelievable 𝗖𝗢𝗡 for like $5,000, $6,000. I love that. I love that as a dress watch.
Does it matter if you buy a watch with box and papers?
The modern stuff, no. I don't care. Vintage stuff, I don't care. It's not the watch that matters. Modern stuff, like, I can't wear a box or a papers. But like, if it's watch is bought with a single purpose as an investment, like vintage pieces, well, amazing. Make sure, it does help. But papers do not certify or verify that a watch is legit, yes or no. Absolutely not. People say, oh yeah, papers. Yeah, this watch is real because it has papers. Well, if you can replicate a watch, do you not think you can replicate a card, maybe?
What is the GOAT watch brand?
Well, the most important one in the world, which is 1/3 of the entire Swiss watch industry, Rolex. That's hands down. And although the luxury aspect is not the product, it's the journey, making you feel like that's the actual product, right? Like you don't know, but the journey is the actual product. Being able to be considered. Oh, it's a privilege to be considered. And then being able to buy one. Oh, they allow me to buy one. That feeling, what you get from that, that's the actual product, not the actual watch. There's not a watch brand in the world that has ever been able to do that. Or not. I would say Hermes would be in a different space, but there's not a watch brand in the world that can do that.
How does Rolex operate as a nonprofit?
They do not operate as a nonprofit. They are a profitable organization, but they're owned by the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation. So Rolex and Tudor are both profitable organizations, right? But they're owned by a foundation. It's clever. It's just how to avoid paying. It's tax. It's great.
We should be a nonprofit.
We really should.
Yeah, because
Owned
you're
by a
adding value.
foundation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be clever.
Jeez.
You can't blame that. You can't.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Don't hate the player. You gotta hate the
the
game.
largest bank wire in the world is once a year, right? I think it goes from, it's Google. I think it goes from like the Bermuda, one of these islands, or from Ireland or something like that, like to the Bermuda. Like it's the biggest bank wire ever. It's once a year. It's just tax. It's just like air licensing. It's amazing how you need to be creative. And Rolex is like very creative in that.
How wealthy do you think you should be to buy your first Rolex?
Well, I'm not I'm not the greatest example for that because I'm an absolute degenerate and I've always spent every penny that I had into watches. So I'm not the best example, but I think you should be able to. I think for you, I think to consider it wise to buy a luxury product, I think you need to be able to afford it at least 5 times, just to be on the safe side. Like, I mean, that would be it. I am not that guy.
Yeah.
I went all in. My first ever Ferrari, I put a deposit down at 25K and it was like 1,200 quid a month. And that was all the money I had. It is what it is.
How often do you see people buying watches that you know they just can't afford it?
I never do. Because my business also never does. We don't really do finance.
But maybe they just scrape together all the money, like they have 20 grand of their life and they're just like, let me go and buy this AP.
I don't think I ever see that. I don't think the business has ever seen that. I don't think so. I don't know about people's, like, funny bit is with Americans, right? Americans are significantly more open than people in the UK and Europe, right? I actually love American, and I love America. It is what it is, right? Like, people are so like completely open here. Like, I don't see that. And next to that, personally, I don't really sell watches below a certain amount, to be honest. So I don't really know. And those people are not really in that financial situation.
Let me take a wild guess here. You have not got a Father's Day gift yet, and it's June. The date's coming up.
And by the way, we know that dads are impossible to find gifts for because they seemingly have everything they need, but that is why we've partnered with our friends MagBack to get you 15% off the entire site when you use the link and code down below in the description.
They have gifts that your dad will actually use, like the MagBack Elite case. There's a built-in finger loop for your grip, side rails so it doesn't slip, a kickstand that folds right in, and magnets strong enough to snap onto any metal surface, desk, car, wherever.
And you could also pair it with the MagBack Smart Wallet, which snaps right onto the back of your phone. It holds your cards, and you could even ping it in the event you'll lose it and want to find out where it is.
This is actually so embarrassing, but I kid you not, I used to have 2 wallets. Because I would lose my main wallet so much, I would have a second wallet with a passport card, credit cards, and cash, and I kid you not, I'd use it probably once a month. But with my MagBack, all I have to do is ping it on my phone, and boom bada bing, I know where my wallet is, and I have not lost my wallet since. It's incredible. And if you want to go further, they have multi-chargers, car mounts, Tesla chargers, key tags. There's something for every kind of dad. So get a gift your dad will actually use this year with MagBack. The link is down below in the description, and if you use our code, which is shown on the screen right now, and also down below in the description, you will get 15% off your entire order, and just make sure you order it before the 17th of June so your package will show up with enough time. Again, the link is down below in the description, as well as a code for 15% off your entire order. Happy Father's Day. I am so confident your fathers will absolutely love everything from MagBack. Thank you to MagBack for sponsoring this clip.